Welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario World Randomizer. So, let's acknowledge the elephant in the room that the audio that I originally had crapped out, and I have to basically re-record every bit of audio. Or, well, not every bit. There was about 5 minutes of stuff that would have been delegated to bloopers, but, I cut it out, and it's pretty much just fails. And no one likes just to see that without commentary. Unfortunately, for the last few episodes as well, the commentary also is not here, nor is the game audio, so I had to improvise. And here you go. So, strategies. Pretty much just going around to get the last few exits, and just gun it right to Bowser and hoping not to get a horrible stage. Got Star Road. Let's see, Star Road's done. The thing about the commentary too is a lot of it I would consider decent commentary because a lot of it was genuine reactions to stuff going wrong or going awry or frustrating. But there's none of that here. Like this stage in particular is an excellent stage for frustrations and other emotions because you got enemies of all sorts delivering all kinds of pain to you, as well as this section right here with Yoshi, which, it's the same stage, just with some slight differences. But you still got to deliver Yoshi. And sometimes the placement of the big key is different, sometimes it's not. We'll see what it's like coming up. And hopefully I can deliver Yoshi to the end. And hopefully I don't... Okay, good. I actually was able to save Yoshi. And I'm taking all kinds of stupid hits here. And that was easily avoidable. And the stupid thing is, I did that several times in some of the 5 minutes of deleted footage when I come back to the stage. Like I said, unfortunately, you don't. There's none of the repeat commentary, so unfortunately, there's none of the commentary, so you don't get the actual emotions associated with that. And I just hate when technology fails. Oh, right, and there's a few stops that I had right here because there was a lot of interruptions while I was originally recording this. Oh, right, this trick right here. So if you time it there's a technique that you can do right here if you time it precisely, you can skip a section right there, but it's really precise, and I didn't get it, and I opted not to do it in this recording in order to just get through the stage, because it was at this point in the Let's Play recordings, I had talked about not doing this Let's Play for a while due to school and the frustrations with that and a horrible professor. One that just overworks the class. But I'm not going to mention any of that right now because I want to try to focus the commentary on the game recording. And 3 months, you get a little bit rusty and forget some of the things that have happened. So, I did mention something about predicting what stage is going to come next, but inevitably I have to do every exit because of the self-imposed rules or whatever it was that I cited. But I got this stage again, which I try to show off something here with this pseudo hammer suit with bad results, with unfavorable results right there, but hey, a coin got stuck in the wall, and I can actually destroy Mickey Mouse's torpedoes. I forget what they're actually called. I think that's their name. But it's just the same swimming, and inevitably I probably should have had a shorter category for when I was going through this, but I didn't for some reason, and I'm probably still going to show off the highest setting, but I'm probably just going to do as quick to get to the end as possible because it's a Let's Play that's worn out as well. It's welcome. And you think it's going to be a good Let's Play, but, you know, due to some plans, it just overstays its welcome. Most of the time, you know, you get into a Let's Play, it's fairly enjoyable. There's a lot you want to show off and talk about. Then there's one like this where, you know, it's just the same stages, not a lot of replay value other than the stages, and it's just the same. A lot of it's very samey from what originally transpired. Like this stage right here, I think I didn't fly through it, but I have a similar strategy to the first one, which is just going down through the ground. But I do get these to enjoy these coins. Oh wait, I got a feather right away, so I can just fly over it, because that totally doesn't break it. But I need to get a long stretch now, and I weighed the odds right in it. I temporarily weighed the odds of options of going back or just going through there, and I obviously chose the ground, as you saw, because I just didn't think the few seconds were worth it. Yeah, just it's ignoring all the enemies, going through some straight ground, straight to the exit. Because, you know, I don't need any more lives. I got 33 of them. They're gonna last a while, and they are going up. So I'm definitely getting a surplus there. So I just don't see the need to explore the stages when there's like not a whole lot of items that are worth it to find. Because I already got a cape. I may or may not need a fire flower. I don't need a fire flower on this stage because it's a slow stage and I can get by with a cape. And in most cases, I'd rather have 2 capes because I can just break the game and fly over every stage. This game was fun back in the early days. It's still fun to watch speedruns, but it's one of those that, to me, has lost a bit of value over the ages. Oh, there's still a whole lot of different hacks and mods that have come out, and those add the replay value, where Super Mario World has lost its. But, you know, Super Mario World itself, it's in stages like this right here where you have to do a lot of waiting, where it's all waiting. And you know what to expect. It loses its replay value. And I opt here to get the hammer, despite having, in hindsight, despite having poor aim with it. It's difficult to aim it in many cases. In order to just get to one of the exits, and obviously it's the main exit, or what the game considers the main exit. I'm assuming. But, you know, it gives me the play for the secret exit. I don't know how the programming is. It works behind the scenes. And hey, here's a castle. And interruptions are fun. Should probably have cut this part. Oh well, whatever. It's not tubular, probably. It's a castle. Why the mislead? Oh, right, because I said it that way. And there's a pause right there. Interruptions and things. Same castle. So I tried to actually hit the magic, which is very difficult to do with the hammer, but doable. So it was just a completely wasted hammer. And instead I get another hammer, which is gonna get wasted, which just got, great. Just really got wasted again. So let's just go through here. And just go through the exits again, go through the motions, get hit, lose my power up. And, you know, it's right here. Hopefully a midpoint. I don't want to die. Maybe get a yump. I hoped, but didn't. And instead I'm just gonna, you know, finish up another room, and that'll be it for another castle and another stage. There's about 20 of these stages left. So I don't think I showed the, I did, I showed off all 8. I think I did that in the original, but you got a different background. So it totally has replay value. Like, this randomizer is fun for people who are hardcore players of Super Mario World and want to test their skill. But for people who've played the game before and know somewhat what to expect, I would still recommend it for a few tries, but it's not like it's. I don't think it has the same charm as Link to the Past. It's well developed, but it's just the nature of how Super Mario World is set up. And there's Ludwig and his multiplets. Get him down. Okay. Egg. Oh, is that Castle 7? That's Castle 3, right? Right. I should have probably fast forwarded. Okay, there we go. And like I said, there was 5 minutes of me screwing around right here. I think the big one was using start and select to exit out of the stage before the midway point. Because look what I'm doing right here, taking the stupidest hits and just going by a very few pixels to get around a few of these enemies. Because I'm very impulsive, and it's probably my biggest weakness. And I know you don't want to see the scrolling in this stage, so I cut that out as well. So instead of like 80 seconds of scrolling plus a few pauses, you get like 60 minutes of a part of the stage that people don't revisit. And I can see why, because it's slow, it has a lot of scrolling. People would rather just save the 60 seconds, or however many it was, and just go through a secret pipe. Just go straight towards the end. Because here, there's hardly any things to interact with, hardly any challenge for all of 10 seconds, and it just doesn't keep you on your toes. And here, it's just waiting to get till the end of the platform. You have some animations, and I guess paying attention to this platform till you can get on top of it. It's just waiting. And I just don't, I like to feel like I'm accomplishing something, and it just feels like I'm not making much progress, or the progress is very slow. And I think these two pipes can be randomized which one is entered. I don't remember the details. So, like I said, I'd rather say do Link to the Past or Super Metroid, depending on how I feel that day. Or, do a compromiser of the two. It just depends on the day. Some days you want bologna, some days they want ham, I don't know. Some days it just depends on your mood. Here's another stage where there's a redundant exit. But I've made the decision I'm going to go for every exit, and that includes going through this water stage. And I could abandon Yoshi right now, but I'm not sure what the last stage. I'm not at this point. I'm not sure what stages to expect. I'm thinking that Tubular might be one of them, so I'm just hedging my bets and playing it safe with Yoshi. But it's still a waste a little bit of time underwater, and I'm not sure if I'll get another Yoshi. If there'll be another Yoshi appearing. There's about 17 more exits to go through. I think another one was a castle I saw in the overworld, and I might have been talking about my options here and making considerations. And you can see right there, instead of just whacking the enemy with a cape, I had to time the tongue. Which it might not be been obvious, but there was a little bit of a struggle right there. And here's where I cut back to the other exit, right back to where I got the key. So, 15 more, about less than 15 stages at this point. Probably less than 10, I can't, math, let me think. Yeah, I think it's around 12 at this point. Maybe I missed an exit somewhere, I don't remember off the top of my head, but it'll all come back to me when I'm in this spot. Anyway, as I finish off an exit, at this point I'm considering how the next episode's going to play out. There's a castle I see, a normal stage, hopefully it's not underwater. I think I got all those, but next time I'm finishing off those stages, starting Bowser's Valley, and then after that, I finish off the game. But next episode's going to be a little bit of a shorter one, just a heads up.